Christmas time. A time for hot cocoa, warm fires, and snow. Unless you live in California. But most of all, it's the only time of the year it's socially acceptable to listen to Christmas music on repeat and watch your favorite Christmas movies. And every family has their favorite, the movies they have watched all together every year, and those are close to people's hearts. It's ingrained in the family language, quoted constantly. And my Christmas favorite is the classic 2000s masterpiece, The
Grinch!
In a time when movies like Home Alone, Jingle All the Way, and Jack Frost were making their ways as classics in the homes of families across America, Ron Howard and Brian Grazer had something brewing. They had a vision, but the vision would never have happened if they didn't have Jim Carrey on board. The first time Carrey put on the makeup of the Grinch, it took 8 hours. He said it felt like being buried alive, and he threatened to quit the film due to the claustrophobic nature of his costume. So, like any good producer would, Brian Grazer hired a CIA officer to teach Carrey how to cope with the torture. The agent gave him coping mechanisms such as hitting or slapping himself, eating anything and everything he wanted,
Am I just eating because I'm bored?
and smoking cigarettes. So for the next 100 days, Carrey put on the costume, chain-smoking his way through the film. No wonder the Grinch was so angry all the time. But it seemed to be worth it since the movie won Best Makeup in the 2000s Academy Awards. Not only are the visuals of the film top-notch for the time, but the script was incredible. Name a more quotable movie.
Better check the outgoing.
If you utter so much as one syllable, I'll hunt you down and gut you like a fish. If you'd like to fax me, press the star key.
Hate. Double hate.
Loathe entirely.
Ooh.
That's it, I'm not going.
It's a new car.
4 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 4:30, stare into the abyss. 5 o'clock, solve world hunger. Tell no one. 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. 7 o'clock, wrestle with my self-loathing. I'm booked.
With the script and Jim Carrey's amazing physical comedy skills, each line sticks with you, especially if you've watched the movie every year since you were 5, like me. Over the course of the film, the town of Whoville was physically constructed across 7 sound stages at Universal Studios. Some of the buildings were on display in the Universal Studios tour up until 2020, when it was demolished due to the decay. The entire town of Whoville was constructed from over 2 million feet of styrofoam and cut into these wacky shapes. This helped push the idea that there were no straight angles anywhere in the film. And this was reflected even in the cinematography, Ron Howard throwing in a bunch of Dutch angles in every scene. The production team even needed engineers from JPL to come and consult on the construction of many bridges and structures to ensure safety for the actors. In the production of the film, the stunt coordinator brought in performers from Cirque du Soleil to create moves and stunts that gave the people of Whoville a fantastic feel. Then, actors and extras had to go to Who School to learn how they were supposed to move. Villagers in the background of many shots can be seen going through their daily tasks in the wackiest of manners. At the time, The Grinch was the first film to have this many extras in costume and makeup since The Wizard of Oz in 1939. There are over 300 visual effects shots in The Grinch, but most of the time, you wouldn't know. A lot of the film uses practicals mixed with blue screen to extend sets and add backgrounds. But there are a few shots that are almost 100% CGI. The opening snowflake sequence, which is kind of obvious, but also the sleigh scene where the Grinch and Cindy Lou are racing down the hill. And there are others that are obvious. Even watching the film now, it still holds up. The wacky, over-the-top CGI still looks good because it works within the story. For instance, when the Grinch is holding up the sleigh near the end of the movie, the background is all a matte painting, with added layers in post. Only the Grinch is live action, composited in, and transitions to 3D as it gets wider. Every CGI element was there to push the story, something Ron Howard did not budge on. But what truly makes The Grinch stand out is its heart. Beneath the green fur and wacky humor lies a story of hope and reconciliation. It reminds us that even the Grinchiest hearts can grow 3 sizes. That Christmas magic exists even in the unlikeliest places. And that sometimes all it takes is a joyful Christmas spirit to turn a frown upside down. The Grinch may not be your favorite Christmas movie, but there is no denying the quality of the film and the amount of care that went into its production. Share your favorite Christmas movies in the comments below. And from all of us here at Letters from the Editor, a warm Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching.
Bye.